William Craig chapter, one of over 15,000 in the United States. Upon receipt of the charter, it is entitled to elect anyone in the membership who is a member of the sophomore, junior, or senior class who has a cumulative grade point average of 3.25.
I don't know. I don't think they have one.
The National Honor Society, like any other organization, has its own symbols. Its motto is Noblesse Oblique, and it means to act with generosity and nobility toward those less privileged. Its colors are blue and gold. Its flower is the yellow rose. Other emblems are the key and the keystone. The letters SCL and S also appear on our pin, each representing a certain quality that each member must possess. These qualities are scholarship, character, leadership, and service.
The first S signifies scholarship. Each member must have this first prerequisite. C indicates character, which each candidate must display by living a life of high moral standards. A member must show that they would do what is right on all occasions, regardless of personal benefit. L signifies leadership, a student's willingness to accept the responsibilities of a leader for the good of others and not merely for self-recognition. The second S is also of primary importance. It stands for service, which the honor student must give willingly to their school, their teachers, and their fellow classmates.
At Highland, members are elected by the faculty council who voice their opinions pro and con on all of those who fulfill the requirements of scholarship. Each student who receives a positive vote from at least 2/3 of the faculty is eligible for membership in the National Honor Society. Thus, the society should serve as a driving force in the development of leadership among secondary school students for tomorrow's world.
The William Craig chapter was sponsored by the Student Council of the former Craigmont Highland High School in the spring of 1962. There were 11 chapter members. Seniors were Layla Graham, Rebecca Joe, Carol Pardue. The juniors were Sherry Lessinger, Marlene Burns, Patsy Flynn, Sue Gardner, Jim Koducker, and Kieran Monte. And the sophomores, who included Doug Damrose, Terry Ferris, and Mary Grant. No further work was done on the organization that spring because of pending school consolidation.
That fall, when Winchester, Rubens, and Craigmont High School all consolidated to form Highland School, the 8 remaining chapter members met, elected their first officers, and decided to remain semi-inactive until the next semester. At that time, members could be chosen from all 3 schools, and Honor Society would truly become a representative of unity and scholarship. Membership in the William Craig chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these students by their effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held most high in the esteem of the society. The first of these, scholarship.
I light the candle of scholarship, which symbolizes a commitment to learning. A dedicated student is willing to spend hours in reading and study because they know the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for education ends only with life. Knowledge is one great element in life which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the post and the light which illuminates the future. Each candidate has the chance to expand his world continually through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
I light the candle of character. Character is the force in a person that distinguishes them from others. Character gives one individuality and personality. It is that without which no person can respect themselves nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides people through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others, by demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity. We may hope to prove by example that we value character. The person with true strength of character is one who, despite all obstacles of materialism and public opinion, stands firm. Truly the poet was correct when he said, when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. When character is lost, all is lost.
I light the candle of leadership, a beacon to all those who guide and inspire the words and actions of theirs. A gleam that brightens the road for leaders who sacrifice their own interests for the good of the group. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the intended in class and school activities, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objectives. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has confidence in themselves and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a country, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed and is thus a substantive charge to each of our candidates.
I light the candle of service to my fellow man, my country, and my God. Service can be expressed in various ways. In a routine of the day's work, any opportunities arise for helping others. Willingness to work without monetary compensation or without recognition for the benefit of those in need is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. A famous educator once said, "To pity distress is but human, to reveal it is godlike." If we could make this a part of our everyday lives, we would truly be following a commandment of loving our neighbors as ourselves.
All right, now each candidate will please rise as your name is called. Patty Beck, Laney Bubby, Clayton Buchanan, Laramie Fennell, Sean Hill, Jackson Smith, Cheyenne Stanford. Are you accepting your membership?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you accepting your membership?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Please repeat the pledge of the National Honor Society after me. I do solemnly pledge
I do solemnly pledge
that I will faithfully follow,
that I will faithfully follow,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
the 4 precepts of the National Honor Society:
the 4 precepts of the National Honor Society:
scholarship, character, leadership, and service.
scholarship, character, leadership, and service.
I realize that membership
I realize that membership
in the William Craig chapter of the National Honor Society
in the William Craig chapter of the National Honor Society
is a privilege and an honor
is a privilege and an honor,
and not a right
and not a right,
granted because of my high scholarship,
granted because of my high scholarship,
and that I may be requested to give up my membership
and that I may be requested to give up my membership
if I fail to live up to its high standards.
if I fail to live up to its high standards.
I will ever keep before me
I will ever keep before me
the ideal of helping
the ideal of helping
to raise the scholarship of Highland High School
to raise the scholarship of Highland High School
to higher and higher levels.
to higher and higher levels.
I will try at all times
I will try at all times
to conduct myself in such a way
to conduct myself in such a way
that my actions in and out of school
that my actions in and out of school
shall reflect pride in the school I represent.
shall reflect pride in the school I represent.
Okay, now who can summarize that for me? Choices, right? Yeah, what happens if your GPA falls below 3.25?
Get out here.
Your membership can be revoked. What happens if you get suspended?
Membership
Your
will be
membership
revoked.
can be revoked. What happens if you get in trouble with the law?
Membership will be revoked.
That includes a speeding ticket, y'all. Alright.
Now that you have taken your pledge, you are hereby officially accepted into our chapter of the National Honor Society. May you ever uphold the cherished ideals of this organization. Who seeks and loves the company of great ideals, who lives among them, sooner or later will learn the ways and language and take on their likeness style.
When your name is called, please come forward to receive your certificate of membership and your pin. Got it? Lady Bobby. Lady Cannon. Mayor Mason. Sean Hill. Jackson Smith. Diane Stanford. We need to do that again for anybody? Since no one looked? Okay.
Congratulations to all the new inductees for 2024. Now our principal, Mrs. Pennell, would like to say a few words.
Good evening. I was asked to come speak a little bit about some of the pillars of the Honor Society. And when you think of Honor Society, you really think of kids who are getting good grades in the scholarship piece. But I think that some of the more important pillars, like personally, are not scholarship. So I'm going to begin with leadership. And when I talk about leadership, it's more than just holding a title or being in a position of authority. And so true leadership is really about how you inspire others to reach their full potential. And it's not necessarily defined by how many people follow you, but how many people you help rise to their full potential and succeed. It's really a service to others. It is the ability to guide with humility, lead with empathy, and act with integrity. And so, as Honor Society members, you must recognize that leadership isn't about having power over others, it's empowering others. So we must lead with not just our voices, but with our actions, and show others what it means to work together and serve a bigger purpose than just what is for you. The other pillar that I believe is even more important than scholarship is service. I think it really means how to be a responsible and compassionate member of society. Service is about giving your time and energy and talents to help others without expecting anything in return. And so service is not just an obligation in honor society, it's a privilege. It allows you time to make a tangible difference, whether it is something like volunteering at a food bank or a shelter, organizing a fundraiser for something worthy, or just lending a hand when someone is in need. Service isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes it's just a small act of kindness, like helping a classmate with a difficult subject or participating in community cleanup just because you can. And supporting a friend through hard times. Those have sometimes the most profound effect. So, as you continue your journey as members of National Honor Society, let us never forget the power of those two pillars. Lead with humility and serve with your heart. And remember that true leadership is shown through service, and true service is a form of leadership. Congratulations.
I would like to thank you all for attending our induction ceremony this evening. Honor Society members, please remember to stick around for pictures. Thank you all for coming, and we hope to see an even larger